What's going on, guys? Wanted to throw together a quick video here talking about specificity a little bit. Clip you're seeing right now is actually a barbell complex that I like to start off every training day with. Just helps kind of get the body warm and ready for whatever movement that you're doing that day. And then you could add to this, tweak it however you want, but definitely a good way to start off training rather than just jumping under a loaded bar right away. But anyway, to specificity. So the reason I wanted to bring it up is, I've been having a lot of low back issues the last couple months, and just looking back at my training over the past couple years, I've basically been getting for meet after meet, been in almost like a constant meet prep for like 2 years, which I thought was going great. I was making a lot of progress along the way. But over time, my body really started, to break down. I think one of the main factors of this is just sticking with the competition movements for too long, especially further out from the meets when it's not really necessary to be as specific. So training the conventional deadlift and the low bar squat, which are both of my competition movements, it just really took a toll on my low back. And it really makes sense because with the low bar squat and me being a little bit taller, I'm about 6'1", when I get to the bottom of the hole, sometimes there's a little bit of lumbar flexion, almost inevitable. I know some of the things that I could work on myself are cutting my depth a little bit higher, because I really seem to bury my squats more than I need to, and then also just improving on my core strength, which are things I'm working on now, while I've been doing a lot of front squats and high bar squats, cutting depth a little bit higher, and then also really focusing on bracing my core so I can help eliminate getting buried in the hole and causing that lumbar flexion. And then also with the conventional deadlift, pretty much inevitable. Once you get so high up in weight, technique is not going to stay perfect. A lot of times you will see a little bit of lumbar flexion, even in myself, with some of the heavier pulls. And I like to think that my conventional technique is definitely above average. So two movements that put a lot of stress on a similar part of your body, it's inevitable. Things are going to break down. So what I'm recommending is, if you're further out from a meet, or maybe you're not even training for a competition, use exercise variation. If you want to focus on your low bar squat for maybe a training block, maybe instead of hitting the conventional deadlift, you use a sumo deadlift to help alleviate any low back stress, or alleviate some lower back stress. And vice versa. If you wanted to focus on your conventional deadlift, use a high bar squat. It's going to improve on probably some weaknesses anyway, so the benefit there is going to be much more than if you're just doing your competition movement. Again, now this will depend on how far you are out from a meet or a competition, and then also experience level. If you're just getting into powerlifting, probably figuring out what your competition movement would be and focusing on that for a while until you get that technique dialed in would be a good idea, while using sub-maximal weights. There's no reason to try and go RP 10 every day, focus on technique in the beginning, get that squared away. Once you do, you'll be able to add on plenty of weight, and it'll happen pretty quick. So train smart, guys. Training hard's easy, but training smart can be hard. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Learn from my mistakes, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.
Your auto-tune and my microphone making us laugh. The past was a blast, but it never could last. Pretty sad when you